Hey folks, it's Nate. Thanks for joining me once again as we look to the horizon, and I'm back bringing your week writing vlog. I have just a little bit to report this week. After all of the submissions and rushing around that I did last month, I've really been just trying to drill down on catching up on the writing projects that I have ongoing. And right now, the biggest one is, of course, A Candle in the Wind, which is, as we speak, about 1,000 words done, and that came out to about 21, 22 chapters, counting uh, counting the introduction, prologue, and there is no epilogue. Finally decided, I don't really need to throw one of those in. So we're looking at 21 chapters of story, probably about 1,000 words of story when you break it down that way. Pretty short novel, longer than a novella, which is what I was originally aiming for, but I don't think 30,000 words would have been nearly as good a story. So I'm pretty proud of the way that came out. After that is done, of course, I will be taking my traditional 1 week break. I won't be posting anything during that time period, but I do usually work through that time period. So I will be working on my latest round of writing essays, which I am, as usual, I'm going to write a review or two. But I have some thoughts on storytelling, not from the structure perspective, which is what I usually talk about. I usually talk about things like genre, tropes, how to best use a specific plot element, things like that that I've thought a lot about through the lens of story. I occasionally do um, thoughts about storytelling in a very broad sense. And I think I'm going to have more than one essay talking about story as a part of life. One of the things that I've really been thinking about a lot over the past couple of years, and which, if you follow my general storytelling content, you may already be familiar with story circle and how the cyclical nature, the repetitive nature of storytelling, the fact that I have come to the conclusion that you only know that you've told a story well when you hear someone tell your back to you is a element of storytelling that we've lost. We've gotten as a culture very tied up in this idea that work of art is something you do as an act of self-indulgence. And I don't think that is remotely, I don't think you can safely say you made a work of art so you can determine that someone else has taken something from your work of art. And a lot of people don't even think about that stage of the communicative process. So I'm going to be doing a couple of essays on that because I think it's really important to think at that very high structural level as well as at the level of the minute detail, which is important, of course, but not something I've written quite as much about. And yeah, those are the things that I'm kind of thinking about and working on. And I've begun the concepting and plotting process, Sidereal Saga, which is going to be my next attempt at a story, which I am thinking of structuring more as a series of vignettes, but instead of telling them to have with, say, a series of um, novellas like I did with Roy Harper series so far, I'm thinking of maybe a series, 5 or 6, 5 to 10,000 word short stories running a week on my blog. Um, Not quite sure how that will actually play out, but I do know I'm going for more of a assembling a team, and exploring a problem from angle, rather than looking at a real situation as a lens character through, which is what I did with a lot of the Roy Harper. So that's what I'm working on right now, and I will keep you appraised into plot in place. But right now, I'm going to go and try and finish A Candle in the Wind, and hopefully, I will have some news about a collection, for the character of Roy Harper sometime in the near future. But until then, let me know what you think down in the comments below. A like button and a subscribe button down there, you can use those as you see fit, and I'll talk to you later.